was the first stitched gift that I started and finished in 2 or 3 days. I was surprised how quick it went. It's my first ever Valentine's stitch, but it's also a gift. And then I started in on this one, which isn't quite finished yet, almost, but not quite. And she is a Hindu goddess, and right now I can't remember what her name is, but I will put it in if I remember in editing. So she's almost finished. She's taken a lot longer than I expected. It's taken all of this month, so 15 days. I've been working on her already because I did start her before the end of last month. I had a lot of days that I didn't get much stitching time, but I have to finish off her 2 arms here, and then there is a yellow that goes around her head, almost a halo, and then a lot of back stitching in her dress and the guitar thing here, and also to outline that leaf there. So there is more back stitching around her head as well. And also she's holding rosary beads and something in this hand. So there's a little more to do. There's probably a couple more days worth of work to do on her, but I'm hoping to get her done this week. Well, it is Friday, so hopefully by the end of this weekend I will have her done, because I really do, as much as I've loved stitching on these pieces, I had planned to get 2 pages done. I'm pretty sure in my last video I said I wanted to get 2 pages done on my secret stitch a month this year, and it just hasn't happened with all this crochet and these gifts, that all I've done in a month and a half is half a page. So I really need to buckle down and get some more done on that. I have ordered more fabric because I don't have a fabric stash, but I've ordered more fabric to get more ornaments done, because that was also a plan of mine, to get a lot more ornaments done, at least 2 ornaments done a month, hopefully 1 Christmas and 1 something else. So I'll see where I go with that, but I've ordered fabric for 2 of them, and I've also ordered fabric for a summer start. So that means I will have a spring, an autumn, I've got spring and autumn whips, and I will have then a summer start. So I then just have to have a winter start, hopefully also this year. But I'm also hoping to finish that autumn one, that autumn stained glass, pretty soon. Like, it's still got a lot of work to do on it. It's probably not even a quarter done, but it isn't full coverage, so I'm hoping it'll go pretty fast. I will probably focus on it as well at the start of this year, and then focus on the spring one when spring comes around, and focus on it and the summer one at the end of the year. Yeah, I thought I better jump on and at least make this part of the video. Even if I'm not posting it yet, I will add on more and post it when the gifts are received, which isn't going to be probably 3-4 weeks. I think it'll take 3 or 4 weeks in the post itself. So yeah, it'll be at least 4 weeks because I won't be able to post them until next Wednesday. But maybe if I do get work done on something else in that time after I do finish this one, then you'll have seen some sort of video from me before this one is actually posted, with a video of the FFOs before they go out, and then it'll be posted when they're received, if that makes any sense at all. But I thought I'd better show that, yes, I am here halfway through February and I am stitching. I just haven't been able to show it. So I hope you're all enjoying your Valentine's, whether you've got somebody to spoil you or whether you're spoiling yourself. Make sure you spend plenty of time doing what you love, which for most of us is stitching. And just enjoy your day and take time for you, whether it's somebody else spending time on you or just yourself spending time on you. Just take that time. And I hope everybody's had a good start to the year. I know it's been a bit rough in the world the first month and a half of this year, but I do hope you've all had a good start, and I will talk to you later. Happy stitching. Bye. Hi Flosstube, it is Thursday the 12th of March. Yes, almost a month since I last recorded, which you saw about 2 seconds ago. I was planning to record a snippet in between there, but things got crazy. I have been stitching. I was going to video when I got those 2 pieces that I showed completely finished, the second one finished, and got them FFO'd, but I was so anxious to get them sent off to where they were going that I flat out forgot to record when I had them FFO'd. I simply FFO'd them and posted them off, I think, the next day. So they've been received and I can show them off. So first I'll put in a picture of what the goddess, now don't come for me, but I think it's Saraswati, I'm not exactly sure, I won't even try. But the goddess, when she was finished, and then also put in a picture of what they look like FFO'd after they were received. I am embarrassed about the framing of the goddess. I'm not sure whether she slipped in the frame because she's not laced or anything like that. I was anxious to get it off and didn't have the money to get her properly framed. So I'm not sure whether she slipped in the post or what happened, but I would love to have an opportunity to reframe her again, which I may one day. So after I got them sent off, I can't remember exactly which I stitched first, what project I worked on next, but I'm pretty sure it is this little ornament that was out of a very old I'm blanking on the name, but a very old kit which I no longer have from page 4, but I stitched it and finished it up in 2 days, so that was good. It's quite sweet. So it's just finished, not FFO'd yet, but I'm hoping to figure out how to FFO it into an egg shape. And then I was waiting, it was a couple of days away from leap day, and I knew I wanted to have a summer start because I hadn't got a summer piece, a summer themed piece yet. And leap day being the last day of summer, I decided that was the best time to start something. But there was a couple of days in between, so I went on to stitch on my Paula Vaughan, that is April, from her book of Quilts for All Seasons, and I'll put in where I was before I started on it this time. And this is how far I got with that one. So not very far, but there was a lot of stitching, a lot of hours of stitching in that, which surprised me. I'd look at it and go, I don't think I've done much, but I knew I'd sat for quite a few hours and stitched on this one. So then leap day came, and I actually spent most of the morning stitching on Paula Vaughan that day because I didn't want to put it down. But that evening I decided I had to put it down if I wanted to make this new start, and started my new piece. And I'll put a picture in of what it will look like. And I went on to stitch approximately 1,000 stitches. I'm not sure. I took the I'm completely blanking today. The pattern I'm using is in a magazine on the app called Readly. And that's a subscription service, and I think it's around $10, and I'm pretty sure that's $10 US a month, but it does have most of our favorite cross-stitching magazines, along with a lot of other magazines on it. So I do pay for that. I decided it was worth the money, and I did message them and ask them, is there a time limit to the magazines being on there? Are they taken off at any point when new ones come in, like the new month or the new magazine of that, whether it's a monthly or a seasonal magazine? And they said no. Once a magazine is with them, all of their magazines, going back to 2015, I've seen with at least one of them, and I'm pretty sure that's with this one, which came out of a cross stitch. I'll put a picture of the front of the magazine. See the cross stitch or cross stitch gold. Pretty sure it's cross stitch gold. So that's where I got the pattern for this one from. And it is Sunflower Bouquet by Amanda Poole. In the UK. I am not doing very well with the details of this, and now I remember again that I've forgotten to tell you what fabrics, and I'm hopeless with that. This one stitched on, I'm pretty sure 32 count. It's either 28 or 32 count. I'm pretty sure it's 32 count white opal, which is my first ever opal fabric to stitch on, and it was okay. It's a bit scratchy, I felt, when pulling the threads through. It felt like you're trying to pull through the thread through steel wool, but for the look that it's going for, it's worth it and it's okay. Pull of on, I will check. I'm pretty sure it's on 28 count. This one, 28 count, and it wasn't on, it's not on complete white. I'm pretty sure it's on a cream, just a normal cream though, not a specially dyed, hand dyed cream color. And so after I'd done around 1,000 stitches on this one, I did want to get back to my secret stitch, my big secret stitch, which I'd hoped to get 2 pages a month done on, and I've only completed 1 page in 3 months, and it wasn't even a full page in that month. It was just finishing that page. So I've been a bit hopeless on that one because I've been stitching on so many gifts, on my crochet gifts, on my other gifts that have just taken up all my time, which is fine, but I do need to get some time in on my secret stitch. But this next one was calling out to me because even though I knew there was a fair bit to finish it, it was calling out to be finished. So I did buckle down and spend probably around a week stitching on it to get it finished. And it is Forever and Ever by Cottage Garden Samplings, and I'll put a picture in of where I was. Before I started this stint. And here it is finished. Whoops, if I get everything else out of the way. So it's great to have this one done. If you've followed me for a little while now, you will know that I am doing all of these Songbird series, all 12 on one piece of fabric, and this is the first one that I finally finished after 18 months of having it as a whip. So it may take me a little while. It just was never a focus. I just work on it in my rotation of 1,000 stitches at a time and around my other focus pieces. I know when I was working on Totoro, if you saw that one, this one would come in as 1,000 stitch break every now and again in between my secret stitch and Totoro, just to give me some different colors than blue or white. So I'm very glad to have that one done. I will put that one away. I haven't organized the threads to start the second one, but I do have plans for other pieces for now, especially for autumn. So this one may not get picked up for a couple of months. So that's all the stitching I've got done. That is a fair bit, having not been back for almost a month. And I'm glad to have finally got in and wrapped that up and shown those FFOs. And I will keep going. I'm now working on my secret stitch to get something done on that one. And I will then go on and work on my autumn stained glass and make it a focus piece for autumn and see if I can get it done or close to done over the next 3 months. So I hope that you're all enjoying what you're stitching on. I'm definitely glad to see you here, and if you've stuck with me through this kind of longer video. I can't remember exactly how long my other piece that I have to stitch together with this one is, but I will be back hopefully a lot sooner than this, as I say every single time. But definitely welcome to my old subscribers, and thank you, and welcome to my new subscribers. I have had a few new ones trickling in, which is wonderful, and I will catch you next time. Happy stitching.